All right, what's going on, family? This is Paul McMillan II. Welcome to another live session. So this is May 5th, 2022. It's around 8:12 a.m. So before we get started, I'm going to check the news here. Oh, wow. It's GPPs. They're going to be under some heavy news today. Wow. Pretty much all of it's going to be, I think it's in that P week or something like that. But we'll see if we can actually get something out of NAS this morning. Without getting scraped up in the markets, I know it's going to be very volatile this week. So let me go ahead, pull out my rule book here. So the first thing we're going to do is mark up market structure from the 15-minute to the 4-hour time frame. So let me pause this recording. I'm going to go back as far as possible to where price stops. Be right back. All right, so this is how far price goes back. So we're going to put a vertical line here. Now we're going to start marking up market structure. When I mark up my market structure, I love doing it based off of institutional imbalances, because it lets me know when the banks are actually making their moves. So that's when I need to be in the market when the banks move. So I think this is a good one here. So, just marking up horizontal lines, and then I'm going to draw, I'm pretty much going to draw zones right behind them, because it lets me know what price is hitting on these zones. And then also lets me know, because the banks are driving these prices. So it lets me know when is the best time to get into the market when the banks are moving. You want to always trade when the banks trade, because they are the biggest, they are the people with the most money in this market. So you want to move when they move, so to speak. No ifs or buts between. So now that I got that drawn up, so now that I got that drawn up, let's go ahead and move on to the 30-minute. All right, so this is our 15-minute we marked up here. Now let's go ahead and mark up, this is the 30 minutes, so I'm going to mark this up here. First with the 30-minute, we make that green, so we put that there. Probably put one here, one down here. Put that there. Put one here. Let me save my progress. And I'll mark up here as well. And we'll move on to the 1 hour. What I'm gonna do is pause this recording. Once I've marked it up, we'll go into the to the 1 hour. Be right back. So now we marked up the 30 minutes. So now we're going to mark up the 1 hour. So let me put a vertical line here. And we'll go ahead and pause this recording to mark up this, and we'll move on to the 4 hour. Be right back. All right, so the 1 hour is marked. We're going to go on to the 4 hour. And of course, this is what it looks like on the 4 hour. So we pretty much got everything marked up until current price. I want to put another zone down here. So now we're at current price. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move back to the 15 minute. And here we are. Now, probably what I'm going to do is, if I zoom in, I'm probably going to remove this zone here. Perfect. So now we see when we draw market structure in these zones, we see exactly how prices interacting with these zones. You see how prices interacting with this support, cause price to go up to the next level. Hit this support, it went up to the next level as well. You can see how price went against this zone here and all that. So that's why we draw these zones, to try to make them, nice and crispy. So now, let me say my progress. So now what we're going to do is identify the trend on the 15 minute. So we're going to zoom in just a little bit here, right? And so we can see that this is the most recent big move that the institutions have done on the NASDAQ, which is NAS100. Huge ups, a huge bullish trend here, which caused a huge insufficiency in price. Okay. Now, I'm going to explain exactly what that is in a minute. But at the current moment, price is ranging. Then it took a little bit of a bearish trend, and now it's ranging again. So in my case, I'm thinking that price is actually starting to trend up a little bit here. Well, overall, I would say that is bearish. It went down, it's probably going to pull back and mitigate this area and then drop. So at this point, I'm just going to draw a trend line here. All right. That's what I'm going to draw. Now, the very next thing I want to do is actually turn on my higher high and low strategy. And what I like to do is create my X factor lines, because one of the things I do when price at the 930 bell is I want to determine which way price is going to break out. That's going to help me to determine whether price is going to either go into a bullish or a bearish trend. All right. So I'm going to put my X factor line for a buy here. So I change that to a buy. Hold on. Change this to a buy. Let me pause this recording. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to make some changes. All right. So now, like I was saying, so I like to set these lines, because then when I get a confirmed breakout, that's when I make my move. So this was the most recent high. So I'm going to put my X factor line for a buy here. So price breaks past this and gives me the confirmation for the buy, then I'll buy up here. Now, this is the most recent low at this point. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to put the one for the sell here, and I'm probably just going to move this down here. because price did push down and created this higher low. So then I'm looking for price to actually just break out between these two spaces. I might change these or update this as time goes on, but this is where I'm going to have it at. So now that I did that, let me save my progress here. So I'm going to turn this off now. And then the very next thing I love to do is I love to locate the order blocks and imbalances in the market using my order block indicator. So I'm going to actually bring price down in here. So let me turn on my order block indicator. Probably going to take this out. I don't need it right now. I guess I need it later. So now, as we can see here, remember I mentioned before, insufficiency in price or imbalance in price, and they created some imbalances here and up here as well. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's what insufficiency in price means. When the institutions or large companies invest in these markets, they have billions and trillions of dollars that they want to basically, grow, okay? When they put this money in the market, they have the power to drive price all the way up very, very quickly, or to drive price down very, very quickly, okay? Now, in the process of them putting in these type of orders, they make billions and trillions of dollars in these orders. But 9 times out of 10, they also have other orders that aren't filled. Like there was a sell order here. You see a red candle and a red candle here. So even though they made billions and trillions of dollars off of this move, but they also were in billions and trillions of dollars in the red off of this move as well. So it created insufficiency in price. So they're going to actually have to come down and sell off this area in order to be back into the green again. Okay. So that's how I actually trade. I trade imbalances. When the banks make these huge moves, that's when I get in because they are the most consistent and the most profitable. Okay. So when I look at the markets here, so I can see that there was an insufficiency in price up here and down here. So that's the area I'm going to focus on because that's where current price is at. So with that being the case, then I'll locate the Horami candles as well. So I see that there was a Horami candle right here. It did a shift. Horami candle here, and then even there was probably even star up here to make price go down, but now it's kind of scribbling. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to set my take profit zones. If price breaks out here, then I'm looking to hit my first take profit here. No, this might be my second take profit. Probably put my first take profit here. You got a couple imbalances here and up to here as well. But if price breaks out, I'm probably going to put my first take profit here. Probably my second one up here. All right. So now, since I'm looking for price to do all of that, then that's my basically. I like to go to my order flow indicator here, and I want to try to look for some order blocks as well. And see, there's an order block here. That's what made price sell the first time. So when I see these order blocks, lets me know that price may shoot up to medicate this area, maybe go up a little bit, but it's probably going to sell it again and make price shoot on down. So now that I kind of see that, I'm possibly looking for NAS to drop today. But we will see at the 9:30 bell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my risk to reward tools. And I like to set it to where, the reason why I use these risk to reward tools, because whether price buy or sell, my stop loss and take profit numbers are there for me to go ahead and copy and paste into a MetaTrader 4, so it's up and ready. Now for first set of pips, this is definitely good for take profit 1. The TP1, this is going to be, let's see, 85 plus pips. TP2, it's going to be over 1,300 plus pips. It's actually good. Right, so that's going to be for a sell. Price goes that direction. So now I'm going to put my risk to reward tool for buy. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Then let's see. First, take profit. Let's see how many pips would that be for the year. Yeah, that's a decent amount. So I can deal with that. TP1, 598 plus pips. Then when I pull that all the way up to here, we build up like 100 pips here for TP2. Right. So then that's going to be for if price decides to buy up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my alarms for this, and then I'm going to turn it. Then we're going to move on to the next step. So I'll be right back. All right, so I went on ahead and set all my alarms for my take profit zones. So now the very next thing we're going to do is turn on the Delorean EMA indicator. And this is an indicator that I use to actually have extra confirmation on top of my market structure analysis. So basically, anytime that, excuse me, anytime that the yellow EMA crosses the red EMA, usually that's a sign for either a strong candle or a strong trend, like this bearish trend here. We could see previously that the yellow EMA crossed the blue and red EMA up here, and it caused a huge upswing all the way up to here. So that's what I use as total confirmation. Now, in this previous move here, you can see that the yellow EMA did cross the red EMA. So that's probably going to be a sign that, that let us know that there was a strong bearish move here. So Is the yellow EMA going to cross over the red and then break through and go above, or is the yellow EMA going to continue to push down and push price, give us confirmation that it's going to sell? We don't know yet, but we'll see. So what I want to do is, this is actually good. It's a good angle. Yeah, that's good. Let me think for a minute. Let me turn this on here. This is the most recent. Yeah, we'll deal with that. So at this point, we've done our analysis. Now we just sit on our hands and wait. It's 8:44, so we're going to wait for the 9:30 bell. So we'll see what happens. Something tells me that NAS is going to drop, but we'll know for sure at the 9:30 bell. So I will resume this recording when we hit the 9:30 bell. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so it's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in my stop loss and take profit for the sell, thinking it's gonna actually drop, but we'll see at the 9:30 bell. So stop loss is gonna be 135, 7. Profit level is gonna be 132. 4.0. So I have it put in. I'm going to share my phone screen so that you guys can see it. So typically what I do is when it gets close to the 9:30 bell, I already have my stop loss and take profit put in. That way when price moves at the right time, then all I do is either hit buy or sell, depending on which way price is going at that point. So that way I'll be able to get in at the right time and get out at the right time. Get that sniper entry. So we want to wait for the 9:30 bell and then see exactly what happens. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we have about 3 minutes until the 9:30 bell. It looks like NAS is already dripping, but I want to see what the next candle is going to do. So we will see what's going to happen. So stay tuned. Once it gets about 9:29, we're going to put our seatbelts on and see what happens. Be right back. All right, guys, so we got about 5 seconds until the 9:30 bell. Let's see what price does. Put on your seatbelts. See. It's pushing up a little bit. It's dripping. You jump on in. Share the screen and see what it does. Hold on. Right. Let's see what happens, folks. Price was already dripping down before the bell rang, but we'll see where we're at. See what happens. Come on. Go up to about 50. Come on. Come on now. Come on, NAS. Come on. I want to drip. Drip, drip, drip. Let's go. 30, 40. Let's go. Get my first take profit. Okay. But going back and forth too quick. Okay, 44. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Probably have missed my entry, but excuse me, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 50, 53, 50. Come on. Boom. 70. $70, $69 profit. And it's still dripping. Right? Boom, boom, boom. $69 profit. Now the very next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and trail my stop losses, really drop it. I'm loving it. One, 3, 2, 96.6 modified. So now my second partial trade is still in profit, another $40-some. Oh, this is going to be a good bag today. Bam. Might hold it to here, maybe. Modified again, 1, 3, let's see, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2.9. There we go. $103 made today. Boom. In the 5 account. So we knock this out. Let's look at the charts and see what price did. Oh yeah, and I smashed my first take profit. I'll go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Oh yeah. So guys, that's it for this live session. It's a possibility it might hit my second take profit, maybe. Never know. But yeah, that's it for this live session, guys. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.